Alright, here's my Harold Hall dowel lining tool, and I've been playing with it and getting the bit and how it seems to work, and to do a little honing on it. I was trying it out before on a piece. Use the camera move around. That's my little test piece, and it was going pretty good. And then doing some more lines, just trying it different depths, and the end of the bit snapped off. Of course, I think it's a it's a broken end mill, and it might be cobalt. I don't know, but if it's cobalt, it's probably a little bit more brittle than high-speed steel. But anyway, I reshaped it, honed it, and tried to get it with a little more back to it, so it had some more support. Kind of hard to see it, but there it is. I did it first on the put it in a drill and used a die grinder with a cutoff wheel to get the round shape, and then I ground it on the bench grinder with my Ralph Peterson grinding rest. And I'm doing the dials for the Harold Hall advanced grinding rest. It's basically the last thing I got to make, other than I got to find it's kind of ironic that the last thing I got to find that I'm having trouble finding is a piece of angle iron the right size. Anyway, you'd think that'd be the easy part, but that's my setup. This is a piece that I cut a V-groove in a while back that I was going to try and I forget what I was going to make. I don't know if it was a steady rest or what I was going to make for my other lathe, which was a little Harbor Freight 7x12. Sold that. So anyway, I've had this sitting around, so I modified that. Just took a piece of aluminum and shaped the end of it so it fit in this gear. And the gear is I picked this one and another one just like this one, and two little pinion gears up. I think they were for Cameron micro drill or something, I'm not sure. It was with some Cameron micro drill parts, but anyway. Had these sitting on the shelf, hanging on the wall for about 5 years now, and figured sooner or later I'd find a use for them. Well, I needed 40 divisions, and these bigger ones just happened to be 40 teeth, so that worked out. And the Harold Hall lining tool, he designs everything based on a Myford lathe, so I went ahead and made it exactly like he had it in his drawings, and I figured I'd just space mine up, and it turns out there's almost exactly a ½ inch difference to get the bit on center line. And I just took a piece of aluminum, made a little adapter plate, and made it up there just fine. So I've done one dial, and it looks pretty good. I still got to get the little burrs off and clean it up, and I'm going to put the other one in there and try to get a video of the Harold Hall dial lining tool in operation, which what it does is it's got a little ratchet inside and this little wheel, which this wheel per the drawings has two different size cutouts for the long lines, and it actually makes two different length, well actually 3 different length lines. The short ones and then some medium ones. You see one there, and then some longer ones. I thought about just making another one of these with just the same length, longer lines, so it'd just be 2 lengths of lines, but I'm not going to put any numbers on it anyway. It's not really for measuring a distance. It's just for a general, so you know how much you're turning in on the rest when you're grinding tools. Anyway, when you're doing your lines, you gotta be careful. I don't want to. Which, matter of fact, I'm going to take the Allen wrench. Move the bit out so I don't hit it. Let's reset it when I put the other dial in there. But you just scribe your line, you pull it back, the wheel indexes, index your part, make another line, indexes again, and just goes around the long line. So you don't have to worry about how far you're traveling. If I could use the cross or the carriage, then I'd have to set up a dial indicator and move it a specific amount. And it just makes it a lot easier. So I mean, it's a good thing too, because I was right much work making that. Anyway, I'm gonna get the other dial set up and come back and I'll show the actual cutting of the lines. Well, I'm not sure I didn't forget to push play. I don't know. Evidently the camera went off. But as I said before, I think that's why it went off, because I didn't push play. Anyway, I've got it set up. Set the bit by moving it over, putting my dial on 0, just touching the part, and then move it back, put it on 5 thousandths, and let's see, as long as I didn't miss a step, I'm going to keep on going. I just bumped the camera. Every time I make a line, little wheel indexes. For some reason, these don't seem to be cutting as deep. Let me turn it in a little bit and try to make another pass. I did put an indicator on it and got it running as true as I can get it. So it's about 2 thousandths total run out, which by my way of thinking should be about 1 thousandth on one side and 1 thousandth on the other. Yeah, these aren't cutting this deep. Get all the way around it. Turn in the cross side just a little teeny bit. finished dials. This one turned out to be a little bit shallower, which is okay. And the other one, I really like this one. This one turned out the best. I could have probably spent some more time on it. The other one got it closer to the same, but they'll serve their purpose. And this 0.8 pitch metric lead screws on both of them, so each let's see, it's each large division, the larger two divisions, is 0.2, no, 0.2, yep, 0.2 millimeter. Anyway, it's not, like I say, it's not really a measurement. It's just an indication of movement. So if I move sharpening a cutter and I want to move in a slight amount, 200ths of a millimeter or something, I can gauge it. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.